Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Willie and today we are talking about Classic WoW. After finally getting my first taste of Classic during the stress test, I'm more hyped than ever for it to finally be released. I thought I'd cover 10 of the big reasons Classic is something to look forwards to, as well as what makes it special. I've tried to put these in ascending order of what I feel is most important, but honestly every single one of these points adds something to the game and contributes to making Classic the game that it was. Starting off with putting the RPG back in MMORPG, the return of many RPG elements to the world of Warcraft beyond just leveling up and gaining new abilities. Over the years, many things have been taken away from the game in the name of convenience that will be brought back. Things like materials for powerful spells like Prayer of Fortitude or Divine Intervention. Hunters also needed the appropriate ammo to use their ranged weapon, and Warlocks had to gain soul shards through defeating enemies. There was also learning to use a weapon from a trainer and then needing to level up your weapon skill by using that weapon. These different elements gave you more involvement with your class and added a sense that when you're in a big city you need to prepare before you go back out into questing. And I thought it was a very fulfilling experience knowing you're heading into a new zone with all your appropriate gear, talents, food, items, etc. You've spent time thinking about what you will need and will reap or suffer the consequences of your actions. The Classic profession system is something Blizzard have never really emulated in any expansion, and yet it offered so much in the way of content. They were wacky, weird, and brilliant. If you're the first person to acquire a certain recipe or plan on your server, you're guaranteed to be able to cash in from selling to people. The endgame uses for professions were numerous, and different professions needed items made by others, which enabled a market to grow. Professions had items that had super unique effects, like the Invulnerable Mail, requiring items from enchanters and alchemists. Even the item itself had a 30-second cast time to make. Endgame professions felt like they were a big payoff for a big investment. Transmog did not exist. Your appearance was a direct reflection of your achievements, since achievements also did not exist. If you saw someone in some really cool looking armor, it made you want to inspect them and try and work out where they got that piece from. Rarely you'd see someone in a full tier set. This person was a literal god and they knew it. They'd chill out in a popular location and a crowd would gradually form around them to check out their gear. It served as a motivator for people to try and get gear of that level themselves and to get involved in endgame content. Open world PvP has been something that Blizzard has attempted to revive time and time again, but the only time when they really succeeded is when they didn't really try. Hillsbrad Foothills was a zone where the Alliance and Horde would cross paths questing, which led to the legendary feud between the two main bastions of Hillsbrad in South Shore and Tarren Mill. The main difference is that playing efficiently and rushing to the finish line was far less of a thing in vanilla, which isn't a sentiment that can be revived unfortunately. Hubs such as Stranglethorn Vale and Gurubashi Arena were also big for World PvP for the exact same reasons. I believe World PvP is one of the most double-edged things in Classic. Players these days are just better at the game, and I think there'll be a lot of mob mentality and, of course, rogues just one-shotting you. If you are rolling on a PvP server, I wish you all the best, and hope you're booking some time off to get ahead of other people. Raids, dungeons, even the open world, everything runs smoother, looks cleaner, and plays better on modern hardware. Technology has come in enormous ways since 2004. I remember playing on a family PC with our CRT monitor and 512 kilobyte per second internet connection, and it took a very long time to install all the CDs for vanilla. Meeting in the centre of Alterac Valley was about capacity for our computer back then, and fighting one of the bosses in AV meant a solid 2 to 3 FPS experience. Today, even a person with an old system is going to be massively overkill for Classic's requirements, and seeing the game in today's graphics and performance I think will add to the experience, no doubt. I can't wait to see 40 people lined up in Molten Core or fighting Ragnaros with no lag or FPS issues. It's really going to be something great to see. Attunements are coming back, and they weren't just for raids either. Achievements are items or quests that you complete before you enter a dungeon or raid that give you an extra benefit later down the line. In some dungeons they offer shortcuts, maybe an extra boss. In others they open up a whole new dungeon for you to explore. Dungeon achievements are like small extra bits of solo player content, and the best thing is, if one person has done it, everyone gets the benefit. Raid ones are a bit more required for everyone in the group, and though they can be skipped through various means like being summoned by a warlock, they make your character more desirable as you can offer something additional to the group that you're running with. Achievements also give a sense of achievement that you've gone the extra mile to unlock something cool that may have otherwise been missed. Getting into the big ones now. Everyone in Classic WoW has class-specific quests that you unlock at certain levels. They can unlock abilities or gear, and some are more memorable than others. Hunters and priests, for example, had a massive quest chain to take them all around the world to gain epic quality weapons. Warrior had quests to learn stances, warlocks for demons, shamans for elemental totems, druids for shapeshifting, and so on. Paladins and warlocks had quests for their first mounts at level 40, which also saved them a good bit of gold then. Simply put, Blizzard really emphasised character progression through a number of different means, and putting work in to unlock things for your class really adds to the fantasy of the world and makes your character feel gradually more powerful. Next one isn't necessarily something to do with vanilla, but it's why so many people are going to go back and give it a try. We really are going to be going back in time and seeing how the game was then, or reliving your vanilla experience. Not everything can be replicated as it was, of course. As mentioned before, computer and internet speeds have improved vastly. Many people have changed from just playing for the experience in favour of rushing towards the end as fast as possible. Despite this, the game itself is going to be a true-to-reality Blizzard release, and that alone should make it awesome. Being part of a community. There is solo player content for sure, but boy, are you holding yourself back by being unwilling to reach out and play with others. Whatever you do in game, it's better with friends. There's no LFG, no LFR, no gearing through world quests. Want to run a dungeon? Want to sell profession services? Want to join a raid? You need other people, and your reputation within the community matters. People are going to be far more wise to the tricks these days and will know that the community is important. If you ninja some loot or some materials someone trade you, you can bet your name will be stomped on in trade chat and swiftly added to the server blacklist. And finally, number one. This is the biggest thing I'm looking forward to, and once again, it's not really part of Classic at all, but it's being part of something historical for World of Warcraft. A re-release like this will only ever happen once. This is a full reset for everyone. The gear, reputations, levels, the economy, everything. Everyone's on an equal level. The world is going to be packed, friends will be made, as will enemies. The opening days and weeks are going to be so interesting to see how it all plays out. The fact that it's finally happening really is the best thing of all. Let me know what you guys think. As always, thank you for watching. Bye.